versus now you have to walk through the smoke of death. You know, like this is like, you know, pick and choose your battles. But you know, you're absolutely right. It was detrimental to her team.
Yeah. So we will have Mystify versus Team Xplicit here on Split. And on Team Mystify, we actually have a longtime player here in VCS known as Zypher. Choice Plays will actually link his Twitch in the chat, but he's cosplaying as Cypher today, actually.
That's so cool.
I know. He actually has a whole get-up, like the hat, the top, the bottom. He's got like a tool belt around his waist and everything. There's like gold trim on it. Like it's legit. So
I mean,
please
to play
go.
Cypher, you must be Cypher.
I know. He literally is. It's like it was literally destiny for him. So he is fully embodied in it today. He's focusing up for the tournament. So shout outs to him. It's awesome seeing him come back and compete every week. Definitely one of the best Cypher mains we know of here in VSS. But we'll see if he picks Killjoy. But if he's cosplaying as Cypher, I feel like we'll probably stick with that character.
I mean, you can't cosplay Cypher and then
Not
play
play.
Killjoy on stream. Come on. And thanks to Troby69 for giving that 1 tier 2 sub to Vanguard Championships community. We really appreciate it. Appreciate all the love that you guys give to us in the chat. We love you all. Please continue with that support. Spread the love. Spread the stream links. We'll do what we can. Keep up on everything on our end. But the more, the merrier. If we can get the word out there, get more people here in the stream. And we'll continue on with these amazing Valorant Sunday showdowns for you guys. All right, Mystify versus Team Xplicit. Let's see what we got. We've got 0. Oh, wait. No, we got a Killjoy on the side of Mystify.
I told you he'd play Killjoy.
But he is
I called
just
it.
the best Cypher.
He's been playing
matter.
Killjoy a lot. So you've been wanting to see some Killjoy abilities. This man is the one who will throw them down. So I'm sure he knows a lot of nifty spots already.
All right, so Mystify, and they got the iconic TV on their team too. So this is actually a pretty good team with some well-rounded players on there. So we can expect to see some amazing plays.
Wall raised.
All right, wall immediately raised.
Yeah, not actually extending to the end of that choke. They could push through that if they want. Definitely deciding to back up off that. Here's Swindle lurking towards mid, trying to create some distractions.
Yeah, no one's moved from any position just yet on the side of Mystify. Nice kill from Swindle. Ooh, picking up a 2K, making his way in the mid.
Wow.
Foolish.
Iconic with a really nice clap back here. Oh, trying to get away, but that bullet slow is just so intense in this game. Once you get shot, you just are so slow. Oh, Cole up there clutching that up really nicely. Saw the gun peek out.
I love that I see players utilizing that right click a lot more on the classic, you know, taking their time, strafing, making sure they get the most out of it.
Yeah, you don't have to jump and right click, you know, like everyone was doing before they changed it a little bit. You can use it in close range really effectively. Here comes Mystify pushing onto side here in a 2v1. Nice.
Wow, nice retake from the side of Mystify. Team Xplicit opened up with that double kill there in the middle.
I
Pushed
know.
on to A-site, but Cypher just coming from behind, picking it up. Him and Cole hitting their shots.
Yeah,
But also placing that turret, utilizing it.
yes. Yeah, really, that is pretty painful there for Team Xplicit. Swindle opening up that round with two kills, you know, untraded. You know, Mystify doing a really good job retaking there. Ray Jet was just kind of watching a really long angle and just let Zypher, you know, walk right in past the door and just shoot him in the side of the head. So
Yeah.
a couple missed angles there being watched on the side of Team Xplicit. Cost them there.
They got some intel, but Swindle once again opening up the middle this time with Jet. wall immediately raised.
Mystify has such a strong defensive setup here. They have Cypher with his utility on A, they have Killjoy with her utility on B, and they have 3 here in the middle. So this is a really strong defensive setup coming out from them.
And the Judge holding that middle position to be heaven.
Yeah, Team Xplicit actually doing a good job getting kills here in mid despite it.
I love the Judge. So Singularity picking himself up a triple 1, 2, 3, making it look easy.
Yeah, best gun in the game in certain situations. That is one of those right there.
There were a couple trades, so it is 3v2. Still very doable for Team Xplicit.
Oh my gosh, the head dink onto Mr. Smeekins. Doesn't quite have the heal yet. Mystify, I don't think they're going to aggressively push this, though. They know where he is.
Yeah, no need to aggressively push. But that will give him time to heal himself up.
Yeah, I think Cypher can actually hear that, though. He knows that he's there. Oh, yeah, he just went up the zip lines, but just barely got out. Chasing him down, not wanting to make the noise. Finally got the angle. Yeah, so that heal for Sage is actually not a silent ability. That, musical, whatever
so
you call it.
Hear the mystic happening.
You actually can, yeah. So as soon as she popped that, Iconic started chasing because he knew that she was there. So really nice audio cue there.
Gotcha. So, I mean, Team Xplicit is holding their own. It wasn't like a complete shutdown on either of these rounds. It's just, Mystify holding fantastic positions, as you said, especially on defense. They have the 2 Sentinels splitting while the rest take care of the middle. It's going to make it very difficult for Team Xplicit to get in, but they are trading the blows.
Yeah, they're actually opening up middle pretty well, despite there being 3 there. It's just they're having trouble getting to sight and actually holding that down. But we're only 2 rounds in, so it's really to say much. We do have a full buy here coming out for Team Xplicit, so this is their round here.
Ooh.
Nice timing from Kolab. Heard the audio cues. Trying to find the right time to peek. Gets one. He's going to chase down, get a second one. A 4K coming out.
The Judge. Oh, my gosh.
Best gun in the game.
Best gun in the game.
I swear. I'm not kidding. It's a close range up. Look how rapid fire you can shoot that thing.
Yeah, and with 7 bullets taking down 4, all you gotta do is hit the head. Just aim for the head, and it'll be a 1-tap at that range. And just a fantastic job from Kolab holding that sight down.
Yeah, it looks like they're gonna give it up here, unfortunately, and opt for some rifles. But yeah, if you hold those proper angles, especially there when it's that close range in the middle, you find those chokes. That gun is, the best for the situation. Hitting the spray down, with a rifle is a little bit harder sometimes, so.
Yeah, just all depends on where you're playing, your distances. And it looks like there's 2 holding down the sight of A now, while just 1 holding down the middle.
So they're also being a little bit unpredictable, like you mentioned as well, which is always good. Yep. I think that is a huge difference maker in the overall arch of how a competitive Valorant match goes, is people's change-ups, audibles, their unpredictability, both with their player positioning and ability usage. So, see, look, they're just letting them come up.
Ooh, this is going to be a great paranoia.
Just a few too many here, but the reinforcements for Mystify are here, and they just get shut down completely there in A heaven. Ooh, Mystify's, they're quick, they're ready.
Yeah, and that mid to A is actually something that me and my friends like to do. It's really clean as long as you go up in numbers, but with an Omen, with Paranoia, it can just absolutely crush you. If they hear you stomping and they hit that correctly, you're just going to be like, I'm blind going up these ropes.
Yeah, that's why I think playing silently, giving no audio cues on your positioning is so huge, because the abilities in this game are so stifling.
Yeah.
And can stop you up entirely. Oh, Iconic peeking at the perfect time here to make it a 5v4 already. Xplicit does have the Resurrection available for them, so I could see the fight for it here.
Wall Walt's taking heavy damage while missing that op shot.
You will not kill my ally.
Mr. Meekin's gonna res and Rake get himself a kill on Iconic TV.
Yeah.
This could be the news they need. Oh no!
Oh. Trying to dash through the tripwire.
Fire in the hole.
Unfortunately got caught up on the door.
Uh-huh.
That Singularity could only run for so long. Marty hunting him down. Walt's playing from sight though, gets taken out. Huge trades coming out from Team Xplicit. Now they're up 3v1 in this round. Getting the bomb plant down.
Planted the spike.
Zypher the only player left here.
I say it is Zypher, and he did clean it up last time, although he did have some help.
Oh. Yeah, some really close footsie games there being played.
Yeah, once he gave away his position, it's really hard to dodge 3 people.
Yeah. Marty there with the confidence to just step out, re-peek, and hit the headshot. So, first round there for Team Xplicit.
That goes there.
Really nice job to them.
Yes.
They did use that resurrection,
Here.
which may have been the game changer there for them.
Yeah, I mean, their economy is almost kind of even on both sides right now. Which is it's kind of funny because, you know, one team is up 4, other team only has 1, and yet the economy is the same. And that's the whole thing about, you know, knowing when to save, back up, you know, maybe just save around, or, you know, just trying to save as many bodies as possible, whether you win or lose the round.
Yeah, it's pretty incredible how much the economy can swing. Even if you win, but you lose like 4 members and you have to rebuy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, when
hurts.
when you lose numbers and your gun, your economy definitely suffers.
All right, Mystify opening up, making it a 5v3. Team Xplicit, 5v2. No, never mind. With the quick kills coming through, Zypher just hitting those headshots. 5-1 for Mystify over Team Xplicit now.
Yeah, there was some unpredictability there coming out from Zypher. They don't actually know too much about where he's playing because they've been pushing up into mid and A a ton. So they may purposely be avoiding B because they know Killjoy's playing over there. But there, you know, he had the map control, something that we saw a huge lack of in our last match. You know, he pushed up into garage on defense and just had that unpredictable angle.
Yeah. Absolutely right. So this looks like it's going to be another full A push, but you do have 2 members going out to the middle to see what they can find.
You're done.
Just beautiful crossfire like that. That literally can't be played any more perfectly.
Yeah.
You have both players pushing up parallel with each other, literally watching each other's angles in like an X pattern. Just
yeah.
that's how you do it.
You have to have that communication and trust in your teammates and play it that way. Nice kill from Rand, Iconic.
Yeah, did decide to pop the ultimate. Oh, Walt says sit down though, please. Thank you. We are not dealing with any more knives this round because that is one of those abilities where you can clutch up. Oh, really nice shot there from Bands. Oh my gosh, almost taking out Sage while blind, but Waltz with the aggressive push. Waltz is doing amazing things on defense here. He's hitting a lot of really nice blinds and just playing some really nice angles.
Yeah, I love seeing all the paranoias, and I love seeing Omen almost being picked in every game now. People are figuring out his kit, and that paranoia is just so good ever since they widened it. The area of with how it hits people.
Yeah, it's so huge now, especially when you're talking about when people start making a bunch of footstep noise. You know, you can guarantee you're hitting, you know, a bunch of people a lot of the time now. Plus, I think it's the range on the smokes. You know, you trade out the Brimstone with the Omen, and I think one of the biggest reasons is because Brimstone's smokes are so short range.
Yeah.
So when you throw them down, players kind of know where Brimstone is.
Exactly.
But in the case with Omen, he can literally be across the map and still throw a smoke out and, you know, can totally throw off where you think he is.
Absolutely.
I also think his ultimate's kind of just like an information gatherer now. It's almost like a Cypher ultimate where you just use it into where you think the enemies are to get, information. So
I mean, we've seen the sky mollies and the holds with the orbital on sites which is still really good.
I know
I
exactly.
mean, having an Omen and a Brim on your team is just can get a little ridiculous. You really don't see
It's
anything.
pretty smoky. Yeah. Oh my gosh, Singularity just striking fear into the hearts of Swindle there.
Swindle opting for the heal instead of the get out, unfortunately. Cole up taking out Ray. This is 2v2, so very doable on the side of Team Xplicit to get themselves another point.
Yeah, Marty here with a nice angle. See if he decides to get aggressive or not. Oh, really nice smoke onto site there. They're going to full send together, playing together perfectly here. Oh,
Well,
looks...
let's see if they can land a Molly type damage. Oh no, it wasn't enough.
Yeah,
Oh, that was unfortunate. They just kind of missed where it was going to land a little bit, and that's got to be really hard. You know, it's not like the Molly where it'll fall down and then kind of explode. It hit something on the way down, which negated so much of that damage.
Yeah, I saw that. One of the pellets actually got stuck on the roof of that Crown store there. Yeah, she threw that really, really high, and those, like the spread there, they actually blow up and spread pretty far, so if Sage even had 100 health, she kind of could have just tanked it there like she did and not worry, like, okay, one or two of these pellets are going to hit me, but I'm not going to die.
Yeah,
so
she needed that first initial burst and then the rest of it in order to really hold that down. So Mystify, I mean, good on them though. The communication, the buddy system is working so well for this team. And it was just unfortunate for Team Xplicit.
Oh, really nice shot from Walls. And there's the paranoia again.
Wow.
Oh my. He completely made them back up. That's crazy. He's just in a 1v3 situation and completely forces Team Xplicit back.
And one member did get traded out, so it's a 3v4.
Well, here comes Swindle challenging Zypher's Killjoy over here on B.
Oh,
yeah.
but he didn't check that.
Yeah, they have no information of what Zypher's doing over here, so that was really just a free kill waiting for him. You know, now they know that he puts the turret up there so that we could see, you know, some counter to it coming out.
And being that it's behind the box, they have to step out a bit further than if it was actually up on it. So that was a much better placement than actually being up on it. And playing that crossfire just extremely well.
Yeah.
For you.
Who needs a buddy when you have a robot? All right, but this is not a 2v2 situation here. Team Xplicit, you know, really pushing back even though losing two members off the bat.
Yeah. Killjoy's turret here will reveal that they are on B.
And they will get the bomb down.
Oh my gosh, Waltz just full sent on the teleport to B garage and actually was able to live. Oh, that's just a free kill. Oh, Zypher just barely missing the final shots. Mr. Smeekins trying to get the heal off.
No charges left.
It's going to have to pop the heal and full send here on this. Cannot let, that ultimate go off.
Don't interrupt my work.
Wow, that is such a strong combo. Like, even in a solo situation, that puts so much pressure on Sage there. So really nice play from Zypher.
It's just unfortunate that she wasn't quite sure where Zypher was. So when the res came through, it was a free kill, not from Zypher, but actually because, again, they emerged from different, sites. Waltz came through Garage while one came through Heaven, and, they just perform these amazing crossfires that it's really hard to deal with from Team Xplicit.
Yeah. It's really just really smart play coming out from Mystify here. Now, somehow dropping one round this half, I'm sure they feel some sort of way about that. Because it feels like they were trying to go 12-0 here on defense, because
they thought they could.
Here.
They're doing a great job here. They've got the, the defensive setup here. Little Singularity with a nice two-tap. I've never seen anything cleaner.
Wow. You can't let that happen to yourself. I mean, who's watching you playing?
I know, that is really tough. They even have a Cypher for Team Xplicit, so I guess the Tripwire is just not in the best spot there to watch that flank.
This is going to be really tough, but I mean, it's 2v3. It's not impossible. They just need to get the right picks, and they got to hit their shots.
Yeah, it's amazing how Mystify knows where like the last players always are. It's
Going out.
they're not getting faked out by anything.
Oh no!
Especially when Waltz is playing as good as he is right now. He is picking up so many frags this half.
I mean, he's
Oh my
just
gosh, 3 of
pushing
them on
out.
11.
Yeah, and this is a very well-rounded team on the side of Mystify.
Yeah, it's looking that way.
So it's like there's nobody dragging their feet. Everyone's doing their part. You know, even the 7-6, they got 2 assists. You know, iconic, and it's just that they're playing so well. This is going to be difficult for Team Xplicit, but they are on the defense side, and this is a very CT-sided map in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm starting to believe that Valorant is like a defensive-sided game in general. So I'm getting pretty used to seeing, you know, these 9-3s, 10-2s, 11-1s. And, you know, if the teams are even, like, I still think that's a possibility, and that the comeback is still very real because of how strong defense is in this game.
Yeah, you just have to have that mental fortitude to survive the first 10, 11 losses before the switch happens.
And look at Cypher. They're just collapsing. Mystify has so much map control. You know, they get the opening picks, and then they follow it up with just closing in from every angle. Oh my gosh. Mr. Speak has just caught lacking. Cole Up just peeking over his wall, cleaning up the last 2 members of Team Xplicit.
Yeah, and this is, you know, Team Xplicit, there's been some very, very close rounds for them in some, like, unfortunate instances. And this has to just hurt mentally.
I think there were, like, 2 or 3 rounds where it came down to, like, a 1v1, 1v2. So, yeah, some really, really close rounds that could have made, you know, a huge difference in the scheme of things.
Yeah, and it's just unfortunate, but this is the last round of the first half, and I mean, if Xplicit can pull this one off, they might feel a little bit better, but I mean, it's going to be hard to feel any sort of confidence going into the final round.
Yeah, oh my gosh, confidence like Singularity has. He's just been swinging and tapping. Speaking of unpredictability, I feel like he's been the most this game because he has such a strong defensive team around him. It's allowed him on Reyna to just pretty much play where he wants.
Yeah, and Reyna being a character based on kills, perfect for this play style.
Honestly, yeah.
Unafraid to step out and go for those. You know, you want to be that open fragger. Pull up, gonna take out Ray. They might be able to get the spike down here.
Oh, then
no.
there it is.
What we were talking about earlier, just quick death. I mean, just those 4 ticks, boom, out of the game there.
Yeah, that's one of those classic, quote-unquote, default planting spots, you know, that the community dubs. And Cypher knew that they would try and do it one of these times. It's actually amazing how differently Mystify played all those defensive rounds. You know, they just find out their information, and then they surrounded the players, and they just played such good flanks.
Oh, yeah.
So really high-level movement and just communication on the side of Mystify.
Yeah, they played this map so well. But, I mean, like we were saying, it's heavily defensive.
And their team composition is too, so.
Yes. The 3 sentinels and smokes, and then you got Reyna just swinging corners at you.
Yeah, she's like the counter catalyst to the team almost.
Oh, that must have been a huge paranoia up there, but they had a blind of their own. So that'd be a 1-for-1 trade. Oh, Minikins, oh no!
Wow, it looks like they tried to do a nifty little play here by going A actually back into ropes to maybe go into B heaven, but Team Xplicit just kind of stopped him up down there in the bottom of ropes.
Yeah, it didn't quite work, so we'll see what Waltz can do.
And Xplicit, they definitely needed this round.
Yes.
You do not want to be on game point round 2 of second half. So unless Waltz here can pull off something absolutely insane.
I mean, honestly, it's looking like he could, because the whole Team Xplicit removed themselves from the bomb here.
They did, but smartly moving back. He's getting collapsed on by all 4 at once right here. Oh, actually he gets one.
Oh no! If he had just kept his weapon up, that could have been 2.
Yeah. That's so funny. Just that small distance between Marty and the Cypher here. Marty went unseen. And Waltz thought he was safe there for just a split second.
Yeah.
Ooh, actually the force-up coming out of Mystify here saying we don't even want to take a chance.
Wow, yeah.
We want to take it to
Yes, this
game
should do.
point here if we can. Oh my gosh, that's a nice little Cypher toss.
What?
That was like a
Okay.
double bounce.
Yeah. Tink tink. Learning new spots every Sunday here.
Yeah, I feel like there's a ton of ways to set up that specific smoke, but a huge A push out coming from Mystify on their force-up. I don't know if Team Xplicit knows that they have 4 stingers in their hands, ready to spray down. Oh my gosh, Waltz with the unfortunate spray, not picking up anyone. Band's picking up Iconic. Swindle taking out another. It's 4v1 here for Team Xplicit.
Yeah, again, that heavily defensive-sided map, but this is where things get scary. Mystify just spent all their dough, and now, like, so you're gonna have, you know, a save round that if you don't win, you're gonna be kind of stuck again, and you don't want to fall into this economy trap.
Yeah, I think Mystify, they'll play it smart here, though. They'll definitely save their money properly. Looks like next round they should be able to full buy up on some rifles. I think Team Xplicit should do the same here if they can. Doesn't look like they can quite afford that many rifles. Looks like they have like 3 in their hands. If Mystify could get their hands on just 1 or 2 of those rifles, it could make a big difference. Going
And this is a split from Mystify.
yeah, very different strategy coming out here. I like it.
Ooh. Took some damage.
Yeah, forcing Cypher off. Gonna repeat this angle. Oh, the lineup just perfect for him.
3 out of 5.
Swindle picking himself up a triple, just working his way around his traps, the smokes, and everything. That's what we'd love to see Cyphers do, and they do it so well. So now it's just a one-man army once again. Look at this, staying behind the bot.
Oh yeah, that actually will eat bullets for you. So that's kind of pretty smart.
Wow, yeah.
I wonder if he'll pick up this orb and kind of forfeit his life in doing so, but I feel like it's worth it. But he's really banking on someone peeking from screens here.
Yeah. Just enjoying the sights, you know, this neat little robot. It's got a face.
It does have a face.
You know, just like Boombot.
Yeah, it almost looks like a little Tweety bird. An angry little bird.
Angry little bird.
Just scouting out. Yeah.
So, all right. So, Team Xplicit, 4 points on the board now. Going to be feeling a little bit better, but now is a bye round for Mystify. Let's see what it looks like for Xplicit. I see the operator coming out. Okay, so this is a full bye for both teams.
That goes there.
The one Vandal
this is
pick
a nice
here
spot.
for Mystify is pretty interesting. That one-tap ability from any range on that gun is really, really useful, especially when you're on a character who likes to take those one-on-one fights.
Yes.
So I feel like the Vandal in Reyna's hand specifically is pretty powerful. So here, Mystify finally with an opening frag here. They have an advantage for the first time this half. Let's see if they're able to convert it here. Really nice wall, gonna shut off Bands from capitalizing on that paranoia.
And now this is a 5v3, so great opening from Mystify.
Let's see if we see any Killjoy abilities placed in or around the bomb, or the spike rather.
Bands are going to take out Iconic.
Yeah, he's been finding some nice angles himself.
And all 3 members coming through the same position, though. Some trade Singularity, taking out Mr. Meeks, Bands taking out Singularity, but Walt's picking up that final kill on Ray, and Mystify is going to be on match point here.
Oh, that's so tough. Just one slip up on the side of Xplicit now, and they're in match point territory. Oh gosh, 2 of them can't even full buy rifles, so they're going to be stuck. Oh,
Yeah.
nope, their teammates can buy for them there, so they will be on a 5 rifle buy if they choose so.
I mean, you kind of have to.
Yeah.
It's kind of have to do that when you're sitting on match point. This is all or nothing here.
All I'm saying is a judge mid can do some work.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, yes.
We have seen that.
We've seen it.
Yeah, see, speaking of gun picks here more, the Vandal there on the defensive side and mid is kind of interesting.
Cage triggered.
That's like kind of one of the closer range areas in this map where I think the Phantom really shines.
Yeah, it's that spray control that you really need to hit the slim openings.
Yeah, Banzer here, he's playing a really nice Vandal angle, that long A peak where he can just one tap from anywhere.
You should run.
Cage triggered.
Oh
So
wow,
this is
Killjoy deployed.
Team Xplicit's. No, it's not. It has to be Mystify's. Looks like he threw it down, yeah. In B Garage, it actually picked up Marty there. That's so unfortunate. Looks like he was trying to dance there with the edge, but Ray picking up a double kill, evening up the odds here.
All right.
Wow.
Yeah, Ray picked himself up a triple, doing a great job and keeping that, I believe it's operator. Yeah, it was with an operator in his hand, so kind of looking pretty good. It's 5-12 now, so I mean, this is kind of where teams can snowball.
Yeah.
And it can get very scary. So, I mean, we've seen this many times here on the VCS. Like, we've seen 12-4s, 12-5s turn into 13-11s, 13-12s. I mean, it's just the huge comeback factor. Oh, no.
Oh, my gosh. The jumping ghost shots just coming through for Cola, hitting the headshot.
You will not
Yeah, and
kill
unfortunately,
my
you cannot play that far up if you're Team Xplicit. You know that the members of Mystify can hit their shots, and if you put your head out there, you're really asking for it. You have to be safe.
Yeah, like we were talking about earlier, it's so hard to counter a player who's just playing on point, or even in this case, a whole team.
I know
Oh
exactly.
my gosh, Mystify with just control of everywhere on the map, got the opening picks, and were able to shut down for the win here. Congratulations to Mystify.
Yeah, I mean, they played that map, especially on defense, just unbelievably. All their positions, Singularity doing his thing, maneuvering the map as a Reyna should, making those sneaky plays. Your kit works off kills, so I liked that even on defense, they were swinging corners, they were hitting their shots, they were doing their thing. So GG's to Mystic for winning that round in their group stage.
Yeah, the Cypher Killjoy combo looking pretty oppressive on defense, especially on split. Those abilities are so strong. Singularity actually pulling out the match MVP here, fragging out for his team, just like Reyna needs to. So congratulations to him. Using the Vandal, actually, a lot. I
Yeah,
think the Phantom is kind of preferred at the high level a lot.
Yeah, and if you look at the spread of kills, look at how close everyone is. Like I said, it's not like Team Xplicit was just like, oh, we're just gonna go ahead and get stumped. There was a lot of close matches that you're just kind of like, oh man, I kind of feel bad for them. Like that, that could have been their point or their clutch out, and it was just Mystify, just pulling off these plays, but also just like I said, utilizing that buddy system and making sure that in the 2v1, at least it was a trade, and one survived. But like with how close all these kills are, it's just you kind of feel bad. But I mean, Team Mystify did their thing. They actually played it super well, and I'm not gonna take away from them, but. GG's to Mystify for just playing the map the way it should be played with those characters.
Yeah.
All right, and it looks like we're going to be off to another break for our final round of group stages. And we'll see you guys soon.